An opening statement.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. Ranking Member Cohen is going to be a little bit late, so I'll take the opening statement slot here for this. But I want to thank Chairman Nels for calling today's hearing on counter-unmanned aircraft systems. First off, I want to say the last week or so has been really heartbreaking and very trying for our country and for the U.S. aviation system and the people who work in it. Both of last week's tragedies, the Potomac mid-air collision and the aeromedical Learjet crash in Philadelphia, are stark reminders of the complexity of the national airspace system and why ensuring aviation safety has to remain our top priority. Before we launch into today's hearing topic, I want to say a few words about the National Transportation Safety Board's investigation of the Potomac mid-air collision. First off, as of Tuesday, all the victims have been recovered, and I think that's an incredible testament to the first responders, the divers on the scene. We're grateful to the NTSB personnel as well, who are actively supporting victims' families through the agency's Family Assistance Program. The NTSB confirmed that recording devices from both aircraft are recovered in the capable hands of NTSB experts for analysis. And I appreciate every agency that's been involved in this whole of government effort, all levels of government effort. All the governmental parties involved, including the FAA and the Army, are cooperating and lending the appropriate resources and expertise. And hundreds of government employees are supporting this mission. And so I just want to really thank them first and foremost. They're being challenged in their work. It is challenging work, and I want to thank them very much for that work. As a member of Congress, of course, I have a role in this, but as a citizen who cares deeply for U.S. aviation and for the safety of the traveling public, I'm proud of these public servants and grateful for their duty and their sacrifice. As the investigation continues, I do think it's counterproductive to speculate on the causes of aviation accidents, including these two. And we have to allow the NTSB to complete its work before Congress considers potential legislative responses. That's generally what we've done in the past, and hopefully we can do that in the future. This committee will continue to look to the NTSB for facts on these devastating accidents, and we're prepared to support investigators wherever necessary. But as we await more information, I give my deepest condolences and thoughts to the passengers, the family of the passengers, the crew of both aircraft and their families, all their loved ones, and of course the first responders. Continue to think of them and their work. Now to the hearing at hand. The growing number of drone uses today presents various new opportunities and challenges for the airspace. With these evolving demands on our airspace, we rely on fact-based policies and want to reject speculation to ensure the safety and restore the public's confidence in U.S. aviation. Last December, alleged drone sightings across the country, particularly in the Northeast Corridor, captured the nation's attention. And according to the FAA and federal security partners, more than 5,000 sightings were reported in just a few weeks. Although these sightings were confirmed to be a combination of authorized commercial drone operations, crewed aircraft, and other traditional aerospace users, I recognize the confusion and concern these sightings cause across local communities. Even if not nefarious in intent, misguided drone operations can bring U.S. airports to a standstill, threaten critical infrastructure, and potentially endanger national security. As the chairman noted, an estimated 1.12 million small UAS are forecast to be registered in the U.S. by 2028. And so Congress has to ensure that appropriate federal agencies and other eligible entities have the necessary authorities and resources to address safety and security risks posed by these systems. The FAA's mission is to ensure the safest aerospace system in the world, a task that is exceedingly more complex due to new entrants. Under the 2018 reauthorization, Congress directed the FAA to ensure that technologies to detect and mitigate potential risks by errant or hostile drones do not adversely impact the safe and efficient operation of the NAS, or the National Airspace System. While the industry has made significant improvements in developing their counter-UAS technologies, it's my understanding that preliminary results from the FAA's Airport Safety and Airspace Hazard Mitigation and Enforcement Program, also known as the 383 testing program, has shown that some counter-UAS systems do not always operate as described by the manufacturer, may interfere with FAA and airport radar, and even disrupt local telecommunications. So given those risks, it's critical for the FAA to play a significant role in the testing, approval, and deployment of UAS detection and mitigation systems, and that's why this committee itself has such an important role. So Dr. Cahill, welcome back, and thank you for your continued insights as an expert in this field, and we look forward to your testimony about how these systems operate and the importance of evaluating the systems. And over the years, unlawful and unauthorized drone incursions have suspended airport operations and disrupted flights for thousands of passengers. Many of us do remember the 2023 ground stop at Washington National Airport, the 2018 disruption at Gatwick and near London, both caused by errant drone incursions. So, Mr. McLaughlin, I'm interested in learning more about unique challenges that airports like DFW have in dealing with these incursions. I'm going to just skip ahead and want to say to Ms. Zellman, I look forward to hearing about the industry's insights on improving counter-UAS. One last note, Mr. Chair, I just want to note, last Congress, this committee approved a bipartisan tri-committee bill, the Counter-UAS Authority, Security, Safety, and Reauthorization Act, to pave the way for scalable integration of counter-UAS technologies and ensure the safety of the flying public and people on the ground. I'm going to say it again, bipartisan, and 3 committees agreed. It could have been such a shocking event in Congress that it prevented other committees from helping us move it forward, because anytime we get bipartisan and 3 committees to agree, it is a shocking event. But we are working together on this in a bipartisan way to ensure that law enforcement and other entities have reasonable expansions of their authorities and to ensure that counter-UAS technologies can be deployed safely. So I look forward to working with you all, with the House Homeland Security Committee, the Judiciary Committees, to reintroduce and to pass this critical legislation. With that, I yield back. Thank you.